Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this past week's trades and the weekly recap. Before I get into the video, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of the social media accounts. Also, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. This past week was obviously a short week because of Memorial Day weekend. We had Monday off, so we had Tuesday through Friday. And did finish the week with, let's see, 22 wins and 2 losses for a win rate of 91.67%, which is very, very good. Did very well this week. I even finished May with 112 wins and 18 losses for a win rate of 86.15% win rate for the month. So having strong months. The goal is to try to get over 85% for the month, every month, in the year. But we'll see what it is, what happens when at the end of the year. So. But that is the goal. And we'll get into the trades. You can go on to my Twitter account, and you can see that I post every day the stats for each day that has the timestamp, so you guys can see that the plays are called in real time and not after the fact. That's why I do post them on Discord in a text room for the timestamp. Now, let's see, Monday, I'm just scrolling down Twitter right now, trying to find Monday, which is, what, the 31st? Yep. Now, I had trade ideas room. You know, this week was been kind of, even though I did really well, it was kind of, there was a lot of fake outs and stuff, especially in the morning. But as long as you know what you're looking for and what to anticipate, you can kind of see it before it happens. But I'll get into that in a second. A couple days this week that the first half an hour I just did nothing but chop and just try to fake people out in both directions before I actually did pick a direction. But yeah. Monday, Trade Ideas Room. If you're not sure what that is, every morning I try to post a couple plays or at least a play. Sometimes if the gap ups and gap downs are too much, it's kind of hard to pick an area, especially if it's in no man's land. There was a couple times this week where I had a hard time picking a level because it gapped down so much that there was really nothing to go by. Like the previous day, or it's too far from a level, and when you're too far from a level, it kind of makes it hard to pick that area for a play, because sometimes it's just easier to let the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes two 10-minute candles to form than just play from there, especially when you're in a no man's land. So, but in the trade ideas room, and on the 31st, I said SPY puts under 412. And I took SPY puts at 940. Let's see, right here. Right here, I took at 940. Waited for the first 10-minute candle to form, and I grabbed the 410 puts at $2, and then went from $2 to $2.29. So got like 30 cents, almost 30 cents out of that. So then I waited till 10:04 for the next one, which is probably right 10:04. Sure I got the right day here. I do. 10:04. So it looks like I got right in here. You see we got the little dropper here, pop back up to VWAP, and when it rejected VWAP right there, and it came underneath these two candles right here. This is where I grabbed it. I grabbed the 410 puts again at 190, and they went from 190 to 212. It just didn't have any follow through, just dumping. So every time it started to go to lower day, it just got quickly bought up. That it just, you can see the next candle, it just rocketed. So then I ended up switching to calls at let's see, 10:47, which is right here. Yeah, right in here. Yeah, I got it in this candle right here. 'Cause what I was thinking was, okay, we're not going to break down below. We're just getting bought, and we're either going to range, we'll just not make any new higher day or lower day, and just stay in a 414 to 410, a $4 range. And so I tried to buy the breakout in case it did rip. Then it started to pull back, then it finally ripped. So yeah, because I had the 413 calls at $2 right here. So, and they went from $2 to 208. I probably bought it closer to right here to here, but yeah, sometimes I buy it a little early, anticipating the break, because a couple of reasons. One is that if you anticipate the break, that sometimes the break when it happens is very strong, and if you try to buy the break, you're gonna end up chasing it up here. Or if it does break, it's gonna be a quick fake out, and it gives you a chance to at least anticipate of a fake out and get in and out. And it did kind of like not quite get there, and it popped a little, then I just ended up dumping it. So didn't get much out of it. Like, it was from $2 to 208. Did not go far at all. And then it did pull back, but it did eventually did pop. I didn't grab it down here, but yeah, I should have right here. That would have been a good play, because that was a cup and a handle right there. I just, for some reason, I just had it in my head. I think this day, if I look back, that I thought it was going to range, because we haven't had a tight range day in a very, very long time. So because it failed to break out here, and it came back down, and it wouldn't break lower day, it was just hard to get in on either side of it, because of you didn't know what was going to happen. I think I almost was thinking puts right here at 415. I have to check to see the next play. I did take, let's see, puts at 12.8, 12.15. So I did not do anything right here. I'm glad I did not. Probably saw the cup and handle at the time and decided not to take it. But at 12.15, I did take it, which was this red candle right here. You can see pre-market highs are in here. This 415, 50-ish level rejected. It came back down. As soon as it broke below this area right here, this green candle, I took SPX 4130 puts at 740, and then went from 740 to $10 right there. Then I grabbed the 4130 puts again at 102, which is right here. You can see, caught this move, popped back up. I had a little bit of a wick right here, a little bit of a wick right there, and this is where I ended up grabbing it right here. The next candle, if I can, I'll have to blow it up more so you guys can see. Right here, you can see green candle. You can see it's top heavy. Sellers are coming in and stepping on it right here. You can see the wick and the wick. Then we're gonna broke below this area right here of the 415.10. That's where I grabbed the 4130 puts again at 540 this time, and they went from 540 to 880 on that jump right there, right down to the 20 moving average. You gotta always know where the 20 moving average is, because even if it's close and it holds, you want to sell into it and anticipate that it will bounce or reject at that point in time, depending on what side you're on. Then the last play of the day was at 139, which is probably right 139. 139. Right here, right in here. Played the 4150 puts. I got it right here, and I must have held. Yeah, because I got the 4130 puts at 550. And I got it probably right up here. I think I do remember this. It popped a little bit, and it did not really, I mean, it had a solid green candle, but it just didn't really get too far. Then it kind of consolidated a little bit, just didn't really go anywhere, just losing momentum, then it just finally flushes. So if you held through the pop, which I did, and It finally came back down. So the 41.30 puts I got at 5.50 went to $12 on that little dump right there. So that ended up being a good play. So then I had let's see, June 1st. It's Trade Ideas Room, June 1st, buy puts under 413. And this is where these fake outs come. They look like it's going to break out, and it gets stepped on, and I got this at 9:39, so I didn't even wait for the first 10-minute candle. So probably what I did was, when it popped up, as soon as the candle turned red, as soon as this 10-minute candle turned red, I grabbed puts. I grabbed the 415 puts at 205. And they went from 205 to 249 in that little drop right there. Then it popped back up. And I grabbed them again at 10 o'clock, which is this candle right here. So we caught this move right here, right when it went red down to here. Then it popped back up. And when it popped back up, it failed to break out or get over this area again of 415.20. And then it came back down to the lower day right here. This is where I grabbed the 415 puts again, this time at 220, and they went from 220 to $6. Then I grabbed SPX puts at 1059. So where is that? 1059 right here. Okay, so let's see. These 220 puts went from what, 220 to $6 in that move right there. So we caught that. And then it started to get bought up a little bit right here at 10:30. It didn't touch it. The next play I had was puts at 10:59, which is this candle right here, 10:59. So it ended up here, and I think I bought up here on the red candle, or the green candle. I bought the pop. I shorted the pop, and when it popped up here, I grabbed the 4100 puts at 950, and they went from 950 to $30 on that drop if you held all the way through. Then at 114, my first loss for the week, I took 4080 puts at a 114. Which is right here. Okay, now I see why I did this. I did not test the 20 EMA right here. It popped, and I bought the first big massive green candle. There was news on this. I can't remember what the news was. Probably something to do with the Fed or something. And it was the first day of QT, so quantitative tightening started June 1st. And so we did catch this move, and as soon as it tested the 20 EMA, that's where I bought puts, thinking that we were going to reject. And it did a little bit, but I think that I held it for a bigger move and was expecting a bigger drop and not this V-shaped rally right here. I bought the 4080 puts at 770. Then I decided to add at 140, which is up here, right here. Yeah, I added more at 320 and made my average to 470. I don't remember what I had for cons and stuff like that. The plays, I have a hard time remembering what I had for at the time, but I probably bought a bunch more. I think if I remember correctly, I might have had 5 and bought 20. I don't remember, something like that. Anyways, my new average was at 470, and they never went green, and that ended up being a loss. But I did make it up the next two plays. I held it thinking we were going to possibly dump, but we didn't, so I waited. And I waited for the 200 EMA. So I had the 4120 puts at 227, which is right here, this big green candle. I bought it in this green candle, got the drop. So I had the 4120 puts at 850, and they went from 850 to 1050, so $2 move right there. I think I had size on that one to make up for the loss. I just had a pretty good feeling that because it didn't really reject or respond to 200 EMA. It did respond to the VWAP a little bit. Then I had this massive green candle, and I figured, okay, 200 EMA, I'm going to take it, and I did for a nice $2 move. Then I ended up taking, let's see, puts again at 246, which was right here. Okay, 227. Okay, so I caught it right here, sold it right in that drop, then it popped back up, I reloaded. So yeah, I got it here, got that $2 move right there because I was at the money. 850, I was at the money. So that's how I was able to move so much in that small little drop. And if you took a loss in your inward size and you have a $2 gain, you take it. And then when it popped up to the 200 again, I reloaded. And this time I had the same ones, 41.20 puts, but this time at $8 instead of $8.50, and they went from $8 to $14.50 on that play right there. So did not catch that. I didn't catch that. Then I called it for the day. So I made up my loss on that, no problem. I have a lot of confidence in what I'm doing, so I have no problem if I take a loss going and having the next play or two, depending on where the price is and how I feel at the time. But because of this, because I lost this, and it had from 407 to 412 on QT, I was really confident that we'd get some pullbacks right here at the 412 area. Plus, you can see it's a pivot. You get the right here with support. Now it's going to end up being resistance. So you had good resistance right here and a moving average. So I was very confident in this area. So I had no problem going high and going in heavier and making it up. So when you get to a point when you're trading really well and you trust your instincts and you're patient and you can start trusting your instincts more and start going in heavier when you start getting to that point. But that's just the way I play and that's the way I do things. So this is what I was talking about right here. The first 20 minutes or half an hour, you get a lot of chop. Right here, did the same thing. And on Friday, it did the same thing too. So Thursday, let's see, Thursday, what do I have Thursday? Okay, Thursday, let's see, trade ideas room on Thursday. I said SPY puts under 407, and 407 is down here. This was one of the areas where I had a hard time trying to call it a level, because we were up here at 412 and we're opening down here, and I can't, to me, yeah, we have a gap down, and the problem with the market is every time you have a gap down, everyone piles in the puts, especially if it's a big gap down. If you pile in the puts right away, and it ends up popping at open, and everyone's scratching their head. Why? Because they're just trying to squeeze everybody out. Like right here, had the big gap down. Maybe this was the day. No, this was the day. Friday was the day I had a hard time trying to pick a level. But yeah, but no, I could see why I picked the. Probably should have picked the 408.50. Why did I pick the 407? Let's back it out and see. Oh, yeah, I can see why I picked 407, the previous day's low. Okay, but yeah, I could have picked it right here too, the 408.50. But anyways, let's see, 406 puts at 9.55 right here. I always wait the first 10-minute candle 90% of the time. So I did. Next candle did really nothing. Then the candle after that, I grabbed puts at 9.55, which was this candle right here. As you can see, it dropped, bought back up, and it tried to go. It couldn't break, and when it got down here, I think I bought it closer to down here. I got the 406 puts at 240, thinking we were going to flush, and it didn't. They went from 240 to 270, only 30 cents on that move right there, but not a bad play. Then I took puts at 10.28. right here. As you can see, it popped back up, quickly got shut down. I grabbed it right here, thinking where we're going to dump. So I grabbed the SPX 4050 puts at 720 right here, and I thought we were going to break because, as you can see, it's having a hard time going anywhere right here. Drops, pops back up, drops, pops back up, pops up huge, then it slams back down, and I just waited for this area thinking we were going to dump right down in here. So I had the 4050 puts at 720, didn't go anywhere. I probably bought it closer down here to pop back up, and I think it added more right at the, I have to check the timestamp. Let's see, not 1031, so I added more right up here, thinking we were going to reject this area right here, and we didn't. It just blew right through it, so I ended up taking a loss on that one. So, and I did not see this coming, especially with QT just starting. This kind of caught me off guard, but I did grab puts again. I did not want to buy calls because I believe this was the day that they were dropping bad news after bad news, and I think they had bad numbers that day. If I have to look, let's see, what was we looked at last week. What day was that? The second we had a bunch of bad news, I think. Yeah, we had a non-farm employment change, unemployment gains, claims, and we had a lot of bad news. And then Mester came out at 1 o'clock, and he was saying a bunch of hawkish things that just the market just went against. It went against all the bad news that day, because I remember that. It was kind of really crazy. So, yeah, anyways, let's see. I had, get Twitter back up so I can actually see what. I grabbed puts at 1104, which is going to be right here. Right here, high a day. You can see pre-market high. I grabbed it right there. I grabbed the 4100 puts at 990. And they went from 990 to, wait a minute. No, they didn't go to 990. 1104. Okay, I grabbed it. Let's see, right here. 1104. Okay, I grabbed it in this candle. I probably grabbed it right here. Then I added more at 1115. Right in this candle. So I bought here and I added more. So I had it at 990, added a bunch at 6, and my new average was 630. And let's see, they went from 630 to 820 in that little move right there. So I averaged down a lot on this day. Then I got it again at 1130, which was this big massive candle. Wait a minute, 1130. $11.04. Okay, I got it in this candle here, right here. Okay, I see what I did. I got it right here, 200 EMA, and when it popped back up, I grabbed it again. I added more, and that's what made my average is 630, and then went from what, 630 to 820. Then when it popped back up, I reloaded again. The same 4100 puts at 640 this time, and then it finally actually dumped right here, pulled back. Now I was more confident in here because of I was not expecting. Remember, hindsight's only 2020. So at this point, you got pre-market high. It curled up. I thought for sure we were going to reject, and we did reject. Actually, I thought we were going to reject 200 EMA. That when it got up to pre-market high, that's when I added and caught the pullback right in here. And then when it popped back up in this candle, I reloaded 1130, because that's actually, yeah, popped back up. I actually reloaded right in here, yeah. So because this is pre-market high, you can see pre-market right here, 412. So the ad was good there, caught the move down. Then I caught this little move right here, and yeah, that went from what, 640 to 920. Then a pop back. I have this massive green candle. I mean, that's why you need, if you're up a dollar or two in SPX, you just take it. I mean, because this could end up happening very easily. This is a massive green candle. This whole day was very ridiculous. All the moves were stupid. Then I bought puts again at 1235, which is right 1235. Now, why did I pick this level? 1235. $415.50. Oh, I can see why I picked $415.50. Is that what he said? Yeah, $415.50. Yeah, because this is where it was rejecting right here. It's a pivot right here. See, rejected right here on the hourly. Then it was support over here. Rejected right here. So yeah, that was a good area to grab it, and that's where I did grab it because of the hourly. And I grabbed what, the 4140 puts at $9. Right at, let's see, at 1235, which would probably be this candle. I probably bought it closer right here. Then when I pop more, I averaged more in at 790 and at 720, and I got an average of 765. And then we got the drop candle right there. So they went from 765 to $10 right there in that drop. Let me check the 1237, 1240. Yeah. So I bought at 1235, then I added at 1237 and 1240, 1237 and 1240, which was this candle. Yeah, right in here. So yeah, popped up. I grabbed it in here, added in here, and I got the drop right here. So they went from what, 765 to 1040. Then I thought for sure this was going to be a topping out, and it was going to end up dropping. But no, it just kept chugging along. And this was Mester was at this time, so I thought for sure we were going to get the dump, because usually when he talks, the market just takes a massive dump right here. And I took puts again at what, 1257. I think it was right here. Okay, so what happened was I caught this move. I dumped in this red candle right here. Then when it popped back up, I reloaded with the 4140 puts again at $8, and they went from $8 to $11 right here. Now, the reason I reloaded right here was because of Mester, the Fed speaker Mester. So we caught this move, reloaded right here, and I thought for sure he was going to dump the market. He did. It did drop a little bit right here. So $8 to $11. You have a $3 run, you're not taking it. You need to rethink your strategy, because if you're get 10 contracts and you're up $3,000 and you're not taking it, you really need to think about that, because most people don't make $3,000 in a day. So you got to really think about stuff like that. So that's just 10 contracts. But when Mester was talking, we got the little dump right here. I took it, and then as he was saying all kinds of hawkish things, the market just popped more. And I was like, okay, the market is acting irrational. It's acting crazy. It's acting dumb. It's ignoring all the bad news. It's doing the opposite of what it should be doing. I'm done for the day. I walked away. I had enough. So I wasn't going to play anymore. I probably should have stopped back here. The market, when market's too irrational, and because it gets in these stupid moods once in a while, because it has like a personality. When it decides to start having stupid moods and starting to ignore all the bad news, that's when you need to step away and just get out, because just the market looks for any slight optimism or good news, and it will pop on and go green on. And when you have a ton of bad news and it ignores it, that's time just to get out, step away for the day. And at that point in time, I had enough. So made up my loss from early in the day. Got nickel and diming it all day long. No real solid moves. And what, you're going to buy calls? You're going to really buy calls during QT, during bad news is dropping all day long? That's even riskier, in my opinion, because you can get a violent drop. I mean, SPY's been having violent drops all week. I mean, look at this violent drop right there. right here. I mean, all it takes is just one candle right there. And when you're having tons of bad news going on all day long, there's not one thing to be bullish about. I mean, you tell me one thing what's to be bullish about. Not one thing. ER's been crappy, QT, hawkish, raising rates, war. I mean, there's so much going on. And I think this was the day that Apple, was it Apple? No, it was Microsoft. Microsoft lowered its guidance. It dumped and it went green. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And last time Apple did that, the thing tanked and lost a bunch of value. But nope, Microsoft, it just rebounded. It went green. It just, everything was acting dumb on Thursday. So I was like, I had enough. This Microsoft's not acting right. You lower guidance, you usually go lower. But no, it went green and it popped. It was stupid. Everything was stupid this day. So I said, okay, I had enough. Then on Friday, 6 plays, 6 wins. I started out with Tesla because I said in the morning, let's see, I was actually having a hard time picking a level for SPY, but I actually just kind of did get one. What did I pick? I think I waited 412. Where did I get 412 from? And I think I was getting it from this area right here. You can see the pivot right here, resistance right here, and support right here. Yeah, this is where I got the 412 level right in here. But yeah, I had see pre-market on Friday. Tesla puts under 710. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm looking at the wrong room here. Since SPY puts under 412, Microsoft puts under 270, and Tesla puts under 730. Because Microsoft had its stupid run where lower guidance and it just it popped. I mean, I'll just pull it up so you can see it. See, lowered guidance right here. We don't care, and boom, it goes green. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. Anyways, Tesla. Let's see. Tesla puts under 730. Okay, now I did. Why was Tesla dropping? I don't remember, but it gapped down. I was looking at a rate here, 730, which was previous day's low. So I did like it under 730. So I grabbed puts I grabbed 710 puts right at open. Now the thing with Tesla, now when it usually picks a direction, it usually just goes. But at open, it went green. I was actually watching it. I'll just get up closer right here. You can see the big wick. When it went green, it opened right here. Then it popped back up. And this is what it likes to do, fake people out. I waited for it. Then when it came back down, as soon as it came back down and went red, I grabbed the 710 puts at 420. And they went from 420 to 870. And that dropped right in here. So that was a nice play. Then I grabbed SPY puts. When I broke the 412 right in here, I grabbed the 412 puts at 210, and they went from 210 to 244, and that little drop right there. As you can see, the same thing's happened over here, right here. So I just was being patient. Then at 10:05, I grabbed 10:05. I grabbed 4,100 puts at 760. I grabbed it in this candle. I'm not quite sure why I grabbed it in this candle. I grabbed it right here. Probably as soon as it came back down, I grabbed it right here, popped back up. Next play was 10:58. Okay, yeah, so I grabbed it right here in this play when it came back down, I think, right in here. It popped up a little bit, then it rejected and it came back down. So I had the 4,100 puts, and they went from 760 to 870 in that play right there. Then it held on the RCT trend line a little bit, making a little bit of a bear wedge right in here. You can see right there to there. And I grabbed 4,100 puts at 10:58 when it broke right in here. Actually, I got it probably right here on this candle, because it switched to 11 right here. So I got it right in here. The 4,100 puts at 880, and they went from 880 to 1280. Then I got puts at 1220. 1220 right here. Yeah, I got them right here. I got, let's see, I got 4090 puts at 860. Then I ended up averaging down twice. I added more at 4, bring my average down to 630. I think at this point in time, I think I had, if I had to remember, if I had to guess, I think I had 5 at the time because this was starting to curl, and if it did not drop, it could have popped. So I left room. I took it small, and I left room to add in case it did do something, and it did. And glad I did do that because, you know, look at all these consolidation right here, and it just I wasn't sure if it was going to drop or not because it popped, drop, pop, drop. So when it popped again, I reloaded thinking we were going to get like another small little drop right in here, like we did right here and here. We're going to get it and drop right here, but we didn't. It actually ended up popping. So I ended up adding more at, let me look at the room. See the timestamp on the second ad, 10:25. So I added, you know what, actually I think I added at lower day. Now that I think about it, I think I added right here, thinking that we were going to flush because we had this red candle. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I did. I got it down here and I averaged up when it got up here. Average down. So yeah, I bought 5 down here and added 5 more, and it brought my average down to 630. And then when it popped again up to VWAP, I added a bunch more, bringing my average down to 490. And I caught that little drop right there, and it went from 490 to 590. Yeah, so I added at the top of this consolidation area. So I had 5 here, added 5 more, and I think I added 10 more up here at VWAP, but I caught that little rejection. I was able to get out with a dollar up, almost a dollar upside. So happy with that little win. Then I took puts again at 114, which is rejected this area right here of the 413 area. So when it came back down, this is where I grabbed the puts. Right in underneath VWAP, right underneath this candle right here. I caught the 4120 puts at 860, and they went from 860 to 1990. I'm not quite sure what the drop was right here. I don't know if it was Biden or if it was, I think it was Mester again, to be honest. I think Mester said something. 1 o'clock. If I look back at the time, let's see if he talked on Friday. No, I don't see him on the calendar. But you know, I still think Mester said something because he was talking, I think, at this point in time again, and I think this is what we got the drop on. So yeah, 860 to 1990, nice little play right there, and then I just called it for the day. It was my birthday anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm taking off early. So even though I just stuck around and watched the market, but I didn't play anymore. And that is going to do it for the recap. I hope this has helped you understand why I took what I did and where I took it. And that's going to do it. Hope to see you in the room. Thanks for watching.